Oh, there's a big frog down there. Huh, we gotta get him out. You just wanna play with him, huh? Look at him. Isn't he a cool frog? Don't be biting him. Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back to our off-grid homestead vlog. We're still in search of water.
So far, we have tried to collect water, you guys saw, by using that tarp. And I think the tarp only lasted a couple days. We came home one day and several of the rings were ripped off, and we ended up just taking it down. So that didn't work for collecting rainwater. So we also have tried to dig ourselves down 18 feet using an auger up at the around the house, around about I think 150 feet from the house. We tried digging for water there, but that was unsuccessful. And then we came down quite a ways from the house and tried to get water, and we were successful. We got around 7.5 feet down and hit water really well, but it was getting so hard to pull the auger back out that we had to kind of stop that project. And so now we're on to plan A, B, C, D, E, D or E, I don't know, but we're on to another plan.
That's right. In our last video about the well, we talked about having to get a piece of equipment down here to dig that hole. We're gonna have to wait on that piece of equipment. So in the meantime, we called our neighbor and asked if she knew whether or not this pond right here was on her property or our property. She's not sure. She thinks it's on our property, but said go ahead and use it. So we're trying an experiment here. We've got a little RV pump set up here, kind of jerry-rigged with black tape and like that, hooked up to the generator. And we're trying to pump the water out of the pond at least a bit, because Seth and I came down the other night and we dug this hole right here, right, which is right next to the pond and well below the water level, right? Like a foot or 2 feet below the water level, and it's dry. So that kind of makes me think maybe this pond is just runoff that has not evaporated. And we haven't been getting a lot of rain, really recently. So I don't know. We're trying an experiment. We've got this stick and the hose in here. We're pumping it out. We're gonna let it pump for a couple hours or so and see if we can get the water level below this little notch here. Then stop pumping and see if the water recovers. Okay, that's our trick here. That's what we're gonna try to do. And then we'll see if we can use this pond somehow temporarily until we can get a piece of equipment in to come down here and drill us a shallow well. That's the idea anyway. We'll see how it's going. Let's go see how the water's coming out of the pipe. That's my extendo exhaust pipe, so I can run it in the solar shed if I need to, and the exhaust goes out the building.
I'm pretty surprised also the water is not near as dirty as it looks in the little pond area there.
I guess we could have brought a tote down here and filled up a tote. Yeah. I mean, we're pumping.
But we don't know if that's fresh water or what it's doing yet. So.
It's cold water.
Yeah. But if it's not clean water, if it's been sitting there, who knows what's been happening in it for a long time.
Here's part of the pile of dirt that came out of that hole right there where it was dug years ago.
I need to know something, guys. I need to show you these little blue berries and ask you what they are. I need to know what these are. All right, these are the berries right here. And I need to know if they're edible. We have a lot of these. My guess is they're not edible, but I don't know. They're kind of juicy inside. So tell me what they are, please, and if we can eat them.
We picked up this cheap electric limbing saw, like high limbing saw, so that we could do some high limbing on the road and we don't have to cut down as many trees possibly if we could limb them. Also, so we can clean down here around the pond. And we figured since we're going to be running the generator to pump out some of that water, we might as well use the saw to clean up around there. So let's open it up and see what we got here. So basically we've got an electric chainsaw that's supposed to be like convertible to big pole saw. And I know the rule, guys, buy cheap, buy twice. Maybe we're buying twice, I don't know, but we're gonna try it. All right, so I see how it works. So
Tux is the star. Sorry, I took my eyes off of you.
Sorry.
Everybody said Tux is the star.
So
What is it?
here's a person.
There's a person. There is a person. It's our neighbor.
It's a neighbor. So what it looks like, you just take off this plate right here. All right, so then when you put it in here, the button here that you got to push to use it is pushed by this orange button here, and then the trigger's pulled at the same time, so it's ready to go. And then you put this thing on there and it holds it in place. Plug this in to here. Bam. Should be ready to go. Looks like you just pull the trigger, then push the button, pull the trigger down here. You can limb up pretty high, it looks like. Let's see how high it goes. Yeah. That's pretty tall. What do you think? Pretty tall?
Oh, wow, it's really tall.
Pretty heavy out there.
Yeah, is it, what is it, 8 feet?
I don't know. 10 feet, I think it said
10
on the
feet
box.
reach?
Plus
Past
however
you.
high tall you are.
Yeah, that should help us a lot.
We got the pond pumped down to a place where we can measure it. All right, so if you notice right down there at the very bottom, right next to the water, that little branch and spike was in the water before. So we pumped enough out, all right, to get it down below that level. Now we'll wait and see if the water rises back up to cover it back up to where it was before. And hopefully that'll give us a good idea whether or not this is a spring or it's just runoff that has not evaporated. Tux, come. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? Want to go for a walk? Want to go for a walk? Yeah? You ready?
What are you guys doing out there?
We're going to walk down and check the spring. Yeah, and see if it's filled back up or not. Yeah, see you in a few. Come on, bud. Come on. Continuing on this adventure to try to find water. You coming? Come on. Yeah, so we're walking down to the spring, and we're going to find out whether or not it recovered, right? I don't know. I hope so. We'll go down and find out. Oh, yeah, and about that electric chainsaw, I'll show you how it works in another video, okay? I talked before in a couple other videos, I think. Dude, what are you doing? Come on. Tux, come. I talked before in a couple other videos about how far it is, right? And that's kind of one of the reasons why we started up at the house, just to see, right? If we could hit water up by the house, I mean, how awesome would that be, right? Why not try it? It's like free. You already got the tool. So anyway, that's why we started up there. But so you see how far we've walked so far. We're up there, come down here. Now we're still going down this way. We'll walk down to, let's see, right down to right about there, and then we'll turn and go that way. So that's where we're going. But yeah, so this is part of our property here. It's early in the morning. That's why we got the jacket on. But it's nice out here, nice and quiet. You can hear the train sometimes, but the train is like off in the distance, you know? It's not too loud. But still, there's like hardly anywhere in all of Sandpoint area that you can't hear the train. If you're anywhere in the area almost. There's some exceptions, of course, but you're gonna hear the train here because there's a lot of trains. Whew. Oh, check it out. Some more of the road that we cleared right here. Making it ready for equipment to come down. All right, so right here, when I pointed from up there, I pointed right here to these trees right here. So we came down this way and then we turned to come down this way. So we continue our journey. It's really pretty, man. There's so many ferns in here that we didn't get this far on the road yet. So basically what you saw we cleared in, what video was that? I don't know, maybe the last video. We cleared down by the well. And then we came up here to the top of the hill and started working back down towards the well, right? Limbing up the trees, limit them up. So hopefully we don't have to cut so many. I think this one here is gonna have to be cut down though. And then we'll probably have to cut these little ones down in here. That one right there is probably gonna have to go. It's like growing right on the side of the road. But cut these guys down and get it cleaned up. It's coming along pretty good. We got maybe one more day's work on this road, and then all the roads in on our property will be passable by large vehicles, fairly large vehicles. You wouldn't want to bring an RV down here or nothing, but you know, works out pretty good. Right here is that big area that we cut out at the end of the other video. So we took out, we took out a lot of little trees, lots of them. That way we can get a backhoe or whatever we need, an excavator down here if we need that, or a trailer with a well drilling thing on it. My friend Gary, he has got a, like, it's almost homemade. It's like half homemade, half not homemade. I don't know for sure. But it's like a portable well drilling machine. Now we can still only go down 18 feet, but let's just look what we got here real quick. This is, we're at the well. What do we got in there now? Huh. I don't know, that's weird. Let me turn the light on. Huh. It kind of looks like it's just mud down there. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. It's just, whoa, buddy. It's just mud now down there. So that is kind of a bummer. But, I mean, it is the end of summer, right? And so we haven't had any rain in a couple weeks. We dug down just to the water surface level. So, I mean, I guess that would make sense that the water level's gone down. It hasn't been raining at all. So let's check out the pond here. Let's check out the pond. All right. So here's the hole that Seth and I dug. Whoa, there's a big frog down there. Huh, we gotta get him out. And then we'll have to fill this bad boy back in. Hello, froggy. What you doing in there? Tux, look at the frog in there. Look at the frog in there. Don't go in, buddy. All right, so let's get this frog out of there. First though, let's look at the pond. Our beautiful dirty pond. Look here at our stick. Our stick now is higher out of the water than it was before. So, what's that tell us? That tells us that the water level is continuing to go down, it's not recovering. Does that mean for sure it's not a spring? Well, we saw the water level in the well that we dug go down, so it would make sense that this would go down too if it was a spring. I don't know, man. I don't know. It might be a spring, or it might not be. It might just be runoff. Because it's got a really thick clay layer at the bottom of it. Right, like this, right here. This is what we dug out right here, out of the hole. And it's like, and you can make pots out of that stuff. All right, so maybe, there's like no sand. It's so smooth. So maybe this is just, has a clay bottom and the water hasn't evaporated all summer long. That just doesn't seem likely. But maybe, you guys probably know better. Some of you guys out there that have a lot more experience than I do. You think this is a spring or just runoff? Oh man, come here, frog. Come here, frog. Got him. Look at that. What is that? It's a big frog. You just want to play with him, huh? Look at him. Isn't he a cool frog? Don't be biting him. All right, let's go put him out. Let's go put him in the water. Bloop. There he goes. See you later, frog. He's gone. He's gone, dude. He ain't coming back. He doesn't want to play with you no more. It doesn't look like the spring pond thing is going to be working out for us as an alternative. While I go ahead and fill up this hole, why don't you go ahead and check out that video, guys. Hope you have a really great day. Keep smiling, and I'll see you right over there in just a second.